Hello right bags, it's Jade. Welcome to a Last Oasis little mini guide showcase today. Take a look at the Spider Walker. It's been really hard doing some of these, obviously on official servers. You get shanked, attacked at any one time, but I do want to show you what some of these walkers can do. They're just so cool. I'm absolutely in love with this game. I'm going to carry on doing a lot of content on it. I'm just really finding it fun. Even when I'm getting raided and wiped, it's just great. We've got a good little clan going on, but we're still growing, so we need new recruits. Come and join my Discord, say hello in the Last Oasis chat, tell us about yourself, where you play, how much experience you got with the game, and we'll add you to the role and you can come and join us. We'll give you the details where we are. Things are getting interesting with the hard maps, and one of the things that you're probably going to need really soon if you're quite solo or maybe small is a spider walker. These are absolutely a must if you're a small group or small solo player. Forget the fireflies. As soon as you get the chance, you need to upgrade to one of these. So I'm going to talk you through the benefits, what it does and why it's so important. Straight off, they're the most unique maneuverable walkers in the game. Just look at this. You can go up vertical cliffs just by getting yourself a spider walker. It is fantastic. You don't have to worry you're not going to fall off because you run out of stamina. It will go a little bit slower, but your stamina when you hold the key down on these spider walkers will give you an initial speed boost. It doesn't give you a speed boost when you're in just open lands and you're already going, but it can give you an initial bolt and help you get a little bit of extra speed as you're coming up to the top of the cliff. This is a game changer, particularly at the moment where smaller tribes are getting ganked. You can't necessarily even just jump off a cliff in a walker and hope to get away because there's not much damage being done to some of these walkers, so you'll always get followed. But they can't always follow you if you manage to use your spider walker to actually go up a cliff and get away from them. So it's another good idea to also build smaller bases on high locations and use your spider walker to get up and try it out. Now, there's actually two variations of the spider walker that you can build. Instead of just upgrading it with a balista, you actually have to make a brand new one altogether. So I'm going to go through the resources you needed and what the balista can do, but you can also increase the armor upgrades or the legs specifically, and that's definitely something you need to do early on. So let's be right, it's not really meant to be a pack kill. You're not meant to have hundreds of slots of storage, but just like a lot of the walkers, if you spend some time on the upgrades, you can get some additional ones up to 14 if you're using the bone upgrades, and you can unlock it up to 18 if you use ceramic. Now that's some way off, and if you're fairly new to the game, don't worry, that will be coming in a proper tutorial. I'm going to showcasing all the damage types and why it's so good to have some of these upgrades in the future. But for now though, you should know the basics of trying to upgrade your walkers. It's not a tutorial on how to do that, it's just a showcase of the spider's unique properties. So to make sure you've got enough materials for the spider, this is what you're going to need. Obviously you need to unlock the dinghy walker, but you should have done that during the tutorial. Then the dinghy bone upgrades will unlock the spider nomad. Now you don't have to actually do anything for your dinghy, you just need to go straight onto the spider nomads. Overall you're going to need 120 wood, 112 fibre and 15 stone to make the base spider. It's 15 fragments to unlock the nomad spider on its own. If you want it armoured up, you're going to need an additional 15 wood and 18 fibre, and that's going to cost you more than the actual walker itself, 25 fragments to make the legs hard. And then after that you've got a choice. You either go with the spider walker with the balista, which is going to be a completely new spider walker. That's why it costs 117 wood, 114 fibre, 18 stone and 10 rupees vine. Or you can go ahead and just keep upgrading your initial spider and using it as a small reconnaissance transport. To make the spider ballista, you're only going to also need an additional 10 fragments. To make the bone upgrades, you're going to need 20 fragments. And obviously it increases your storage, it can increase your water capacity. And that's what I would focus on rather than the other stuff. You want to be using this so you've got lots of respawns, it can take you to places and you can defend it hopefully well when you're going on small reconnaissance or gathering certain resources. And then once you finally get some tablets, which are needed to upgrade the higher tier stuff, you can increase the storage of your spider up to 18 slots, 15 gear and 180 water. Full to the brim, that's 9 respawns that you can have. Gear slots, when you take into account what you could probably need in terms of a good decent armour and at least one weapon, that's at least 3 armour sets, or you're just hoping to go mad with some decent weapons and fill up all 15 gear slots with weapons. Again, obviously it has to be under the influence of the potion just like all the other walkers, so make sure you're utilising it quickly. Now let's start talking about the actual ammo that you can use in the ballista. Now when you conform it to a ballista, it actually holds 2 players, so one at the back, one at the front, and what you really be after is the harpoons, and this is how you can farm a hell of a lot of fragments in a very short space of time if you're solo. You've obviously got the smaller shots as well. I don't think they're really that important with the spider. You really want to be using this as a harpoon and a box gatherer. If you're still fairly new or you're joining Last Oasis and you're wondering what it's about, well, this is how you get a lot of fragments. Just going around farming these boxes that you can't break into with normal weapons or tools. Load up your harpoon, switch seats, fire at the box, and you want to do it through the opposite side of the structure because we're going to use the structure to break it open really super quick and easy. Give a little bit of slack so that the rope actually goes floppy on the floor, and then you've got to switch to the other seat and you're going to simply just pull away. Doing it this method on a fairly small or quiet server, you might get over 160 fragments in the space of 20 minutes to half an hour. It all just depends on how busy it is and how quick and adept you are at it. But as you can see, I've hooked onto it there, just showing you guys, and I've looted it off there. We damaged it and got rid of that box. And you normally get between 20 and 25 fragments each time. Without the leg upgrades, you can see it looks pretty puny, so again, it could be good for going under the radar a bit. If another player sees you in just the most basic spider, hopefully they're going to think you're pretty noobish and they won't necessarily want to mess with you. However, it does mean they can destroy your legs pretty quickly with just normal weapons. That's why you need to upgrade it so they can't damage it with tools. They'll only be able to damage it with more heavy duty stuff. A few FYIs, you might think it'd be fun to go ahead and tow yourself some rupos. It does absolutely bugger all when using a harpoon. Well, not that I found anyway. I took one shot and I managed to get one, and it just did like 5 damage, and it didn't actually hook onto them. They can take it off by the looks of things. You can load up various different ammos, and you can switch between the ammos using the Q and the E keys, and that's pretty much it in terms of what you can do with this guy. Now obviously on bigger walkers the blisters are good and you can drag certain creatures, but if you're hoping to drag the blue bastard Nors, forget that too. So yeah, you want to be treating the spider as your box breaker, your little gathering of fragments, or going back and forth gathering certain resources that you need the most. If you need lots of bone, you're sending your crew out, take one of these and just load up on bone and come back. Upgrade all of its slots in terms of storage and water, as I said, and you've got something pretty formidable as a mini little pack horse. And literally with the gear slots as well, you can make this a little battle spider too. It's hard to get on top of these as well, and they can go fairly quick. As I said, holding down the shift key doesn't make it very much speed up. As far as I can tell, it only really increases the initial startup. There is no torque in the spiders either. As far as I'm pretty sure you can't add any torque to the spiders, so you're not going to be increasing its speed massively or adding anything else to it. Another FYI, when it's got the ballista on it, there is no packing of bases. You can't pack any construction tables or anything inside it. But when you've just got a normal spider, you can pack 3 crafting stations. So it could become your tiny little mobile base as you go and scouting around for places. So you can put your cook pot in there, you can put a fibre working station in there, and maybe just a few bits like woodwork as well. So it's up to you how you're going to utilise it, but I would say a pack course, a mini pack course, or reconnaissance only, making sure you've got plenty of respawns and plenty of gear slots. You can carry around 480 on a base spider walker, and it's got a health of 530 on its main legs, and then obviously about 1500 on its body. Switching to the armoured legs doesn't actually increase its health pool, it just means that, as I said earlier, you won't be able to break into it with soft weapons, so it's going to have to be firebolts or something similar to break into the hold. I guess the downsides are that if you're using it as just a normal storage or normal sort of horse without the harpoon, then you can pack the 3 items inside it, but you can't put anything on top of it. You're not going to be able to put your water supply, so you're going to have to keep getting that out and in if you need to top up on water and etc, or use any other crafting stations. At least with the Firefly you can put a few things on top of it. But absolutely, it should be your go-to run-around little walker when you're just on your own, or for solo smaller tribes, or even in bigger tribes, you'll just be using this on a daily basis, going back and forth gathering resources. Not to hold indefinitely, just specific stuff that you need back and forth, like your little mini go-kart. Chuck a few weight reduction mods on it, or being able to pick up loot, and it could be pretty good in battle as well, as something that just goes along and picks up any loot that players have dropped. They're not as quick as a Firefly, maybe a bit upgraded, or certainly with wings. I felt like they weren't anyway, and I don't think they're necessarily going to be that great in battle, other than maybe for confusion or getting to places quick. But it's just depending how you use it. I'm still learning, so if you've got any better suggestions or you think I've got something wrong, then give me some more tips down below. I'll be showcasing what it looks like with the ceramic tile set once the hard servers are in place. I will be showcasing all of the walkers with what they look like with their ultimate upgrades in showcase videos coming soon. So keep it locked for Last Oasis content. If you want to come join my clan, like I said, hit me up in Discord. Hope this guide has helped you out. Please hit that like button if it has, and I'll see you, Ratbags, for another walker showcase very, very soon.